Welcome everybody out there for our morning Monday stream here on lichess and Twitch. Starting a little bit early. We'll be finishing a little bit early today. Normally at 11. On Mondays I'm going to be doing 10:45 start. Welcome everybody. We're going to be taking challenges 5-3 through 7+3. See if I can find a challenge here to get warmed up. Create game. Our stream is good. We have volume. We have video. Let's see, correspondence games, lobby. Playing on lichess.org. Tough simul yesterday. Rated, casual. Let's play at chess 960. Chess 960 looks like an English could be set up here. Not sure about this knight placement. Probably could have put my knight on b3. I don't like it either way. Maybe this one can go to f3. We'll need h3, h3, bishop h2, g4, bishop g2, maybe something like that. Now he's attacking my pawn. Not crazy about that, frankly. Pretty much stuck with h3, g4. Mad Ramus, what's up? What's up with you? g3 is not the idea. Highly suspicious setup here. Black is a good center after e5 there. The London system. Oh no, he stopped g4. He stopped it. So the knight will go to f3 finally. It's going to be quite an unusual position here with g3 or g4. This is a rated game now. That's a relief. I feel like I'm playing Troll in a Roll again. Knight b4 is possibly dangerous. Knight b4, b3, black's clearly better. Black's position is so coordinated. But I do have g5. I don't know if I should play g5 or not. Thank God this is unrated. His ratings are pretty correct, it looks like. He should be about 200 points lower in. He should be about 200 points lower in chess 960. Showing good positional understanding. Around 1950 in Blitz, 2000 Rapid. I'm not sure why the chess 960 ratings are deflated. I'm not an expert in statistics, but that seems to be the case. Chess 960 is always deflated compared to normal chess. He just blundered without thinking. We all do that sometimes. Guys, welcome. I'm starting a little early today. We're going to finish early. I've got to be somewhere at 1 o'clock, so we're getting started at 10:45 on Mondays. Hanishberger, Mad Ramus, welcome guys. After this, I'll take some challenges from the viewers, as usual. White's come back now. Black's king is trapped in the center for now. No kingside castling. Queenside castling, no good. This is a good positional player. D4. Merry Chessmas. Alright, I gotta go, dude. Just one game. Alright, so I've got challenges from Cheesy Noob Hanishberger. Let's go. Chess 960? No. Cheesy Noob, what's up with the new C3? That's easy to find you when we do Guess the Player. Schieberspieler knew it was you from move 1, he said. But I thought it was pretty hard to detect after the following moves. You played G3, which threw me off. I didn't put you on a fianchetto sort of setup. Can I try to play E5 like a Budapest Gambit here? No. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing C3 on the first move. It's not so bad, I guess. Theoretically, Black should play E5. The new mouse I've got temporarily till my other one comes is pretty good, but once in a while it will just sort of freeze. The only defect so far, kind of a problem. Something to do with optical mouse. Alright, reverse whatever. You have a good result against me with C3? I didn't feel like your result is better or worse than anything else. It's basically the same thing you do with Black against the fianchetto setup. You're playing like Bishop G4, Bishop G5. This is a weird move. Queen C2, allowing Bishop F5, practically inviting it. Invitation only. Schieberspieler's here. I lost my challenge from Hanishberger. There it is. So if I play Bishop F5, White just plays Queen B3, and anyway I have to defend the B pawn. This is mental. Wow. Truly crazy. Crazy noob. Yeah, he's yeah, he's a little out there. E4 isn't really healthy considering the weaknesses that White has on the white squares. That's going to be difficult forever. You got accused of cheating at an online at chess yesterday? Wait. That's a weird saying, you got accused of cheating online in online chess yesterday? I'm surprised that my games are too inaccurate to get accused of cheating. Funny, I never get accused. It kind of hurts, you know. I bet Schieberspieler gets accused of cheating all the time. With his level of accuracy. And his machine-like style. My games are just regularly, like, way too high cent-upon loss to be accused by anybody of cheating. It's very easy to prove that I'm human. I don't think I've ever once been accused of being a computer. Not at least not on lichess. Once in a while you get those people who accuse everyone that beats them of being a computer. I guess slowly I have a reputation of being that way, but try being a chess streamer. You get really paranoid. You're still here without a ban, so the system works kind of accurately. The mysteries of the system. You have friends in the right places, I guess. Cheesy Noob is an interesting case study. What if I play e5? This may or may not involve sacrificing a pawn. But in order for my position to work, the white square bishop has to dominate. You had been banned by lichess already? I asked them to check, and they unban you. Well, I think they pull the trigger too quickly sometimes. Inefficient noob moderators or something. This looks problematic. Wow. Does this work? Cheesy Noob isn't letting my white square bishop get in the game like it's supposed to. Well, so much for that theory. It's early. I was just gonna say, you weren't letting my white square bishop get in the game. Now you aided my efforts. Now you have to sacrifice your queen. Blunder alert. Definitely not a computer. Should have played queen c2. There you have to sacrifice your queen. So the white square bishop, a little bit dangerous. How bad is it if you play queen c2 here? Probably white's lost, but maybe not winning by force that easily. Takes. And then the question was, can I pin this knight here? The answer is yes. But I was wondering about this, if it was completely over or not. Of course, for the computer, it's over. But for a human, I mean, you know, I don't see like I'm winning a piece directly. Anything like that. It looks like white can kind of struggle on here, like one of my simul games from yesterday. 2 mistakes, no inaccuracies, no blunders. Truly human effort. Alright, DX Stinger. Zenchess is here. Cool. We lost in Hanishberger, but he's back. Guys, I'm taking the subscriber challenges. Take twice on d4. He still doesn't have a move. Take twice? Take twice on d4 and call me in the morning. That's the classic movie line for the doctor. 3/4 plus 0 challenge. That's perfect. Who's doing that? Thank you. I love that time control. How did he know that? Alright, for Sheba Spiller, the Karo Khan. The most dynamic opening ever. It's the reverse of the last game. Starting early, extra sleepy. Alright. We'll play Sheba Spiller variation. We'll try to look beyond that. Where's my moderator today? What's up with Bishop D3? Actually, what's up with F4? That's some kind of okay, that's some kind of weird Kuprechik system. F4. We'll overlook that for now. So it feels like I'm playing the Nimzovich, but my knight isn't blocking my c-pawn. Wish I knew what I was doing. Ugly by white. Ah, space to space though. I've got to find a way to break through. So it has to be the c-file quickly. We have to hit him fast here. Queen A5 is never good. There are money tournaments on ICC run by different groups. I know, like Continental Chess, mainly Zen Chess. You have to have a webcam facing your monitors, 10,000 plus prize pools. Well, I mean, you are talking primarily about the Continental Chess Association running tournaments, right? Get Schieberspieler over there. Then he'll definitely get accused of being a computer. If he plays like that, like his normal style. I think I did have a student who played in the tournament. Let me think. I don't know though, maybe not Continental. Okay, I mean, my paranoid senses start to tingle when you talk about money tournaments online. My spider senses. I just assume the same. I was thinking about how easy it is to cheat online, probably. Sure, you can look up some videos on YouTube. How to cheat in online chess. Probably. Alright, so what are we going to do? Knight c6, pawn takes c5. Then your queen a5 check starts to be a reality. Then there's like c3 though. This is kind of weird. Bishop e3 is a super annoying move. Wow. Queen b6. What's wrong with queen b6? StarCraft. The original StarCraft? He's old school. Yeah. I never played StarCraft, but I know people who did. Gaming nerds on my chess channel. Unbelievable. It looks like my chess channel has some sort of overlap with StarCraft. Should have been a StarCraft player. Oh well. Dude has another tactic now. Knight d4? Seriously? Wow. Whoa. Are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me, right? Dude, where are you coming up with this stuff? Queen takes b2? No. I wasted all that time playing Warcraft in my spare time. I should have been playing StarCraft. Between poker and chess. Mass amounts of time wasted. Knight c6. But Elke was a pro StarCraft player. That's before he got into poker. What am I doing here? So we're gonna... What are we gonna do? Bishop takes? He's just going to drop a pawn eventually, but Hanisberger was inventive here. But it goes to show, like, f4, the problem revolves around that being able to maintain the center. But Hanisberger, with all of his tricks and everything, he still eventually just, like, blundered his d pawn. He has to be like a magician to keep the center protected. I don't do queen takes b2 Zen chess. That's my religion. I don't know, there was like lines with queen takes b2 where he had knight b3 and stuff. My experience in life is like never take on b2. The older I get, the less I know. The one thing I'm sure about is that you never take pawns on b2. You have to be really, really good at calculation to even think about that. I've gotten just too many lost games. By playing queen takes b2 in the Caro-Kann, I know it's a move. Yeah. Just too lazy to do that, honestly. If it was a longer time control, I would seriously consider it. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had queen takes b2. I know. Definitely a possibility. F5 anyway there was an interesting move. He could have played f5, knight f5, knight d5 check. Pawn takes, rook takes f5. Maybe trying to break up my pawn structure. No, the only reason I don't do queen takes b2, I mean, that requires a lot of calculation, I guess, in chess. I hate calculation, especially 10 o'clock in the morning. Speaking of coffee time, I want to win lazy, you know. Who wants to have to calculate? Oh my god. I mouse slipped with my new mouse. Wait, Honeyschberger is playing another game right now, in addition to this? He's playing a simul against me. Wow. I mouse slipped rook b8 with my new mouse. Dude, I had a fork on d4. His problem is that he's playing a simul. He was still hanging on there with like rook f1. He seems pretty strong for 1600. But I think the simul took too much out of him. He's playing two title players simultaneously. All right. Zen chess. This player has challenged me to no increment. I only do 5-3 through 7 plus 3. Yeah, it was a little mouse slip. I'm not used to this mouse. I've got Dr. Trip Chance, welcome. I've got a decent mouse, but I'm not used to it. A and B, it does have a tendency to freeze. I don't know if that's normal, but a couple times I got stuck, which definitely shouldn't happen. Hopefully. But I've got a new mouse, a gaming mouse, that I'm gonna order. Thanks to Move 11. Hopefully that will be ideal. Okay, so this variation I've played in the past pretty extensively. The move order here for white isn't the most common. D3 is too passive. White's supposed to play C3 instead of D3 and try to open it up with D4. My sensitivity is very high, but my mouse, I'm not sure. Should have seen me crying during my simul when I lost 7 games yesterday. This is really too passive for white. Got no break. All I ask is that the mouse doesn't make a loud clicking sound, and because I record stuff, clicking in the videos is not good. Of course, it seems to be alright today. Yesterday, when I first started using it, had some, you can see the cursor, I had some frozen moments. Obviously that's not good. But there's a difference that I don't understand. Now some mice, I guess an optical mouse is an optical mouse. I don't know. Never mind. Not very scientific understanding of mice I have here. I have played this kind of line before that the X Stinger is playing. Usually gaming mice have a button on the bottom that cycles through sensitivities. This is not a gaming mouse, it's just a standard mouse. This is just something. This is not a gaming mouse. JCS, welcome. But I'm gonna order one. That's what that's for. This is just an Asus. It's alright. Better than my Logitech piece of crap that I had before. A little better. It's got a really nice ergonomic design. At least it's comfortable. It doesn't make loud clicking sounds. The last one was like a lobster. Lobster mouse. Chair, you can't mess with your chair. If you're going to be spending hours sitting in front of a computer. So I decided to play knight d5 here. I like this pawn. The pawn chain for this type of line. Bijak, welcome back. So we go for bishop g4 and take out his structure, I guess. I don't know, Schieberspieler. Hurts to give up my white squared bishop, but we've got to do this. Zen chess has spent 99% of my life on a computer for the last 20 years. I was joking. I basically spend 23 hours a day in my office. I feel like I live in prison now since the pandemic started. I probably spend like 30 minutes a day in the bathroom, 20 minutes a day in the kitchen, you know, something like 5 minutes walking from room to room. And that's about it. White's king side is in shambles. The only time I beat Tony Miles was in this line. In a banter game, he played h3 instead of d3, which is even worse, weakening his king side. We played like 5 games on World Chess Network between like 2000 and 2002 before he died. But I have like a perfect score, I think, where anyone doesn't play c3 in this variation. You have to play c3. It's like White's only move. He just like helpmated himself. Of course there were ways to try to defend. Alright. Yeah, so you've got to play c3, but I think the better move order for White is actually c3 first. No, that's right. Because some people play rook e1 after e5. This is a move, but it's not really necessary to play rook e1. I would just play c3. And I've had a really tough time against that move. I don't think that I won a game. I had a draw with Udasin. I lost against one Hungarian IM. I got lucky in another game against a German IM where I was bad position, but I won, I think, against Dennis Breder. I lost against a weak FM. The c3 is pretty good for White, but that's the only move. Zen chess. Wikipu. You got a re-challenge from that other player. For such a structure, you would give up to bishop 2. Yeah, it was painful, but I had to. It was lucky that he self-mated. Effervescent. Spelling. Schieberspieler, I'm going to sort of end the stream like 5 minutes before 1. So whenever you're starting, you want to start your stream a little earlier. If you want me to raid you, I've got to leave 5 minutes before 1 o'clock today. I don't know if you can manage to start that early. He's going to stream after me. This is boring. Sorry for playing the King's Indian attack. I apologize. Let's try something interesting though. Double fianchetto. StarCraft stream. Yeah, Asturbate. I don't know. It's Monday. Sometimes he doesn't come on time on Mondays. I don't know when he sleeps. You know. I mean, it's like. It's like 2:30 a.m. in Pacific time. He has to sleep sometimes. I guess he just nods off for a couple hours. I can't function with less than like 7 or 8 hours of sleep. I don't know how he does it. That's crazy. He must be like a walking zombie. When I was really having trouble and I had so much stuff I had to do that I couldn't sleep more than 6 hours, I was dying. A couple of years ago, I had to take care of my mom, and I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock every morning. I was only getting 6 hours of sleep. I was like a freaking zombie all the time. It was unbelievable. If I don't get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, it's a disaster. Astrobate probably sleeps like 2 hours a day or something. So Zen Chess is copying me with the counter double fianchetto. What the heck? Yeah, those days were rough, man. But this is like bad in a weird way too. This pandemic thing. I don't know which is worse. Yeah, DX Stinger. The C3 is a good line. But you can play other lines too. Like, you don't have to play bishop takes C6. There's other good variations. I'm too predictable. I need to play other stuff. Alright, Zen Chess. What do we got? Symmetrical English? No. So I don't know how to categorize this. It's not a symmetrical English because he hasn't played C5. It'd be kind of difficult to fit this into a opening category. But he wants to play C5. I would be in a hurry to play C5. However, if I play D4, he can play like maybe knight E4. I really don't know what to do. B4. I mean, B4 might be good if it wasn't a tempo down. You can play like D4 and I don't know what else to do. D3 is passive. After D3, C5 black is a good game. This feels wrong because I'm moving the pawn a second time. But I don't want him to play C5 and then equalize. It's a weird idea. Isn't just combatively, I dropped my water bottle. Combatively playing A5. Whoa. Alright. Alright. It's so weird. I started like 15 minutes earlier than usual. But I feel like it's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's the Dunst. What is this? The Dunst, yeah. The Polish opening. It started out as a normal King's Indian attack. I decided to try to stop his C5. And now I'm wasting time moving my B pawn. It's kind of a weird idea. Zen Chess is trying to destroy everything I create. The disruptor. Knight C3, knight E4, knight D5, bishop B2, rook B1. Doesn't seem to work. Knight C3, knight E4. Taking. is obviously sound, but it helps black to develop. So he's gaining time for his development with knight takes. His bishop is in kind of a weird place. It can be trapped by d3 and e4 with his knight on c6. I try to be creative, and it seems like Zen chess sort of lashed out with a5 and c6, but it might be alright. He could even play b5, b4 if he had time, so that might be something you want to prevent. How to do that, I don't know. I mean, theoretically, I have the larger pawn island. Bigger is obviously better. Right, Donald? A4 weakens my queen side, but it still remains an interesting idea. I think he'll try to play b5. He doesn't want to have a backward b pawn. Ask yourself what your opponent doesn't want, and then try to force it on him. That's my thinking here. Pawn structure chess. There's risks involved, though. I mean, my a pawn is a nice salami. There are risks involved. Question is going to c5. Having a little trouble getting my pieces out of the box here. And every time I play knight c3, he's hitting me with knight e4 or knight d5. This is the big idea now. What happens if I play d4? I weaken a lot of squares. I see dead people. Mostly me in this position. Bishop d4 would be a brilliant move. That's good. When you're thinking about bishop d4, bishop f3, you know you're in good shape. Whatever. I've got nothing. Yeah, I don't want to trade my white square bishop and have my king be exposed. But basically it's a fail. I tried to be creative. He was able to combat everything I wanted to do while using almost no time. Noticeably, Zen chess's rating is going up. He's up 2238. He must be playing more over here. Yeah, I woke up really tired too. Simul Sundays, particularly yesterday's version, are tough for me. Zen plays. He plays ICC. Yeah, I can never guess what his name is. Just kidding. It's tough. It is tough. Alright. You gotta leave me alone. You gotta stop bothering me. We haven't been doing a lot in the developmental department in the last couple of moves. I thought I could get the superior pawn structure with this being backward, and just kind of tie him down to it. Maybe it will work out. I kind of thought he should have played knight e4 or something before. Even now, I don't think I have a threat. I have no threat. Isolating his pawn on c5? Okay. Even if I had an extra move, and it was my turn, and I can play bishop takes c5, giving him an Isolani on c5, I mean, how bad would that be? He would still have good control of the center. That's a way that I often analyze, you know, just kind of thinking to myself, like, what if I had an extra move, or what if the opponent had a couple of extra moves? What would happen? It's a good way of thinking in terms of, like, planning. You have an idea. Well, so much for the isolated pawn on c5 plan. Black's pieces are really active. So what am I going to do? Bishop b2 again? For lack of a better plan. Looks kind of forced. How much time have I wasted? f6. You got another knight on c5 now. Can't say I'm too happy about that. And bishop takes. You could have played bishop takes. I'm really, really thrilled about this. Having to defend my pawn by undeveloping my rook. Theory. Damn. Okay, this officially sucks. He's like crazy materialistic. Damn. What? It's a blunder. Blunder me. Damn, were you up all night? Sees everything. Just down a pawn. And maybe more. And my king side. Dude, nice game. He sees everything. He could have taken a pawn already. And he's like pre-moving. Just clear pawn down. Disaster. I'm really playing the Banco now. How's my ping? 69. Dude, look at this game by Black. I think he made one inaccuracy when he didn't take the pawn. He might have made one inaccuracy in the entire game. I would say. instantly. That's the engine move too, c6. I thought it was kind of risky. You didn't play knight e4 there. I mean, that might be construed as an inaccuracy. Taking your chances not playing that move. Queen e8 is like over. I'm down a pawn now. This was shocking. I thought you had just knight a4. So that's the one inaccuracy I was talking about. Why doesn't play knight a4 here? But he figures he's winning the pawn anyway. So it really essentially isn't an inaccuracy because the pawn's not going anywhere. I think he made 2 inaccuracies. It says you made 6 inaccuracies. That's unbelievable. How did you make 6 inaccuracies? What's 6? I mean, you didn't take the one pawn. This apparently was a mistake. King g2, queen d7, not taking the pawn. But again, why is that an inaccuracy? Because I have queen b2. I have queen b2. What happens if knight a4? Queen b2, knight a4, rook a4, and mate. I didn't see this. So that's 3 inaccuracies. It's a good game. I didn't see this. This is a save with the mate and here. Not awake enough. So that's just, you're surprisingly fast. Much, much faster than me. I'm surprised you're not higher rated in bullet or whatever. Is that twice in a row you beat me now? I think. Damn it, I don't want to go back. I think I lost the last 2 games against Sanchez. Yep. The other one felt very similar to this one. I was white and I lost, and I was just like way behind the clock the whole time. How am I so much slower? And I've got nothing against him. Like, he's got no vulnerabilities at all. I can't even get any tactics or anything going on. Alright, Wikipu, this is like gonna be very similar. Wikipu is now 6 and 8 against me. What is this opening? A weird exchange variation? Queen's Gambit reversed. I don't really understand when black plays like this in the Queen's Gambit exchange variation, to be honest. Knight f4, knight f1 before castling. He's like Steinitz. It's starting to feel like my simul's where I can't beat anybody. I don't want to play Wikipu after losing. Yesterday was a terrible day. I had the terrible team battle and then a simul nightmare. Team battle wasn't that bad, but I went on tilt and I lost to Pop G again. It's like horrible playing against him. I don't know what it is. I can't even like last 15 moves, and every time he plays me it's like a perfect game. But then I look at his games against other people and he makes like 64% upon loss and stuff. I don't understand. Why is the same guy, play perfect games against me and then he plays like human against other people? I guess it's just like self-confidence or the kind of positions that I play. I play too simple positions or something. I need to play more irrationally. Knight e2. Look at the maneuvers by white. That is weird. Who the heck plays with the white pieces like this? Weird. It is a Caro Kann. Bishop g5, very much club move. Yeah, I mean, it's like totally weird, a theoretical play by white. Reverse Queen's Gambit. Reverse Queen's Gambit exchange variation. I don't know how to explain it. He only moves pieces, no pawns. There's a pawn move. We officially have a pawn move by white. It's weird, like once his pieces move out, they never go back. He's changed his playing style since I played with him before, it seems like. Maybe knight a5 at some point, but I really ought to castle. Bishop takes e7. Whoa. That was not what I figured. Maybe with the queen. One move threat. But again, it's always with pieces. There are no pawn moves ever. Let's see. He was a different player before. He used to play like kind of solid endgame style. Seems like he's changed. Very high bullet rating. I mean, rook b5. Who plays rook b5? It's a weird move. Rook b5. Once his pieces get on squares, you can never like break them out. It looks like. Get them off those squares, they just don't move. They're like locked in. It definitely doesn't feel like it's a player who's weaker than me. Maybe we've got some sort of plan. No, I don't think it was a mouse slip. He wanted to If he wanted to play rook takes b6, he would have done that. Subsequently. No, I think rook b5 was intentional. It's like keeping the tension. It's totally the tiniest bit better for black here, but it's probably a draw. He's pretty tough to beat. I would say he's 2,300 FIDE strength, or high 2,200s. It's weird how certain pieces don't move, though. It's just stabilized completely. The pawns won't move. It's just a draw. I have no way of winning. It is exactly like a slow-moving mountain. Wait. He declined to draw here? What? He declined to draw? Seriously? But he's worse. That's a weird thing to do. Alright. I always feel like I'm in time pressure, no matter what I do. Amazingly, I guess there's still no way to win. Who would decline a draw there with white? You'd have to be like irrationally believing you're better. Now he just effortlessly doesn't lose this worse ending. What? Are you even kidding me? He will lose it. He's winning now. Dude, this is enough. Right. He declines a draw, goes into a worse ending, and then outplays me in worse endgame to win. That's interesting. What am I gonna do? Can move like instantly. He's gonna give me a draw here. That was generous of him. This is a really weird game, honestly. It was a weird game, honestly. Whatever. Alright. He's like unbeatable. This player is not here. My turn. Never mind. So I do that a lot. I think I'm like waiting for the opponent to move and I'm white. Have you seen that on Cheese.com now? You have to play the opening in less than half the full time. What are you talking about? What you talking about? What does that mean, man? I don't understand. They control how... Oh my god. What in like normal games? If you don't play the opening fast enough? What? Making an already stupid chess site worse? It sounds like a really weird variant. Is that supposed to stop people from cheating with opening explorers or something? Oh my god. Why don't we just play some other game? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. You might as well just forget about chess, if that's what it comes down to. So we're not allowed to think in the opening anymore? Wow, that's a great idea. Why not just not allowed to use more than 1 second in your time? Like, and during the game. Make every game bullet. Just ban thinking from chess in general. Ulf. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't think I'm moving to chess.com anytime soon. But they do have extra bots if you stream on chess.com. Your stream automatically gets all these bots from chess.com. Definitely makes streaming more profitable. Though I don't know how much really profit you generate from the bots created by chess.com. I mean, I admit that Hikaru does a great job, but there's no way there's like 20,000 people watching his chess stream. I don't think so. Maybe like 3,000 or 5. Basically every site, every streamer that's streaming over there has like automatically 100 and 300 bots, depending on how popular you are. They decide how many bots watch your stream. They're definitely created by Chess.com, though. I don't think the streamers are responsible for it. That's the rule about like bots on Twitch, by the way. Like, as long as they can't prove the streamers directly connected to having the bots watch their stream, they're not responsible. If I was an advertiser, I don't know, man. It would kind of turn me off that most of the viewers are bots. No, I mean, Hikaru has a lot of viewers, man. I'm sure that he has 3,000 to 5,000 viewers. But I'm also sure that his numbers, like everybody else's, are totally inflated. Just proportionally. I mean, at one point he had like 20,000 viewers the other day. Like, I don't know about that, man. That's a little hard to believe. That any chess streamer would have 20,000. The lichess viewer numbers are correct, you know, and you can tell that's the difference. I mean, it's pretty clear. Whenever you see a streamer streaming on lichess, their viewer numbers are absolutely real. Well, that sounds like a good way to get viewers, having Hikaru fight with Nigel Short. Cage match. Dude, nobody likes Nigel Short. He tries to stay relevant somehow. Desperate to stay relevant. It's hard, though. Damn, dude, I didn't play Queen E1. That's messed up. Did I play King H1? What? I did. Did I mean to play King H1? I think I meant to play Queen E1. Did I do that, Sheba Spieler? I don't think I meant to play King H1. Damn. I'm showing my pre-move. I meant to play it as a real move, not as a pre-move, I think. Is it relevant now? This position is weird. I mean, H5's crazy. It's kind of like an old celebrity, you know, trying to inject themselves into the equation. But again, like the problem with the bots on Twitch is advertisers will start pulling out if they realize that a lot of viewers are bots. It destroys your whole basis, you know. If they're like, oh wait, these aren't real people, we're paying to advertise to. These are just robots. Then the whole business model like crashes. Bishop F3. It seems like Twitch was trying to combat it, but I think it's so out of control that it's hard. It's like drug trafficking. Nice counterplay by Black here, wow. He's but maybe he has gone too far. This is kind of in the category of Morales yesterday. Damn, dude. But I can hold up e4. Good thing I didn't play queen e1 or he'd have knight f5 now. Yep. Wow, that's a deep pawn sacrifice. Multi-pawn sacrifice. Wow. Oh, I'm just hallucinating. I thought I had e4 covered. Check him out. What? You blundered. Oh, you want that pawn. I'd rather you had that pawn. He blundered. He could just take on e4. I'm just totally not awake. It was a great idea by black, but I mean, just taking here, black's probably better. Now he has knight f5, but that's nowhere near as good. I mean, he still has interesting stuff. He still has knight f5. Still has compensation, I guess, though this is a crazy move. He just panicked because of time, I guess. Now he has knight f5 anyway, but he could have played that for 100 moves. Now he's sacking a piece. I don't understand. This entire game was really weird. I didn't know where I was at for most of the game, and now I'm going to win. I feel strange. Black played brilliantly. I mean, f5. The whole thing with undermining my center was an amazing game, and then he just melted down. And from this point, black's clearly doing, I thought, a cool idea. You know, d5. But after this, c4 is a blunder. Wow, it looks like I'm holding on if I play perfectly here. It was a cool idea by black. Just followed up wrong. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. He could just play here. And black's clearly better. I didn't realize I can hold this. So, queen e2. We're still alright. I thought it was very similar to my game with, if anybody watched the simul yesterday, Morales played a nice game against me where he was winning but didn't convert. Or he was clearly better but didn't convert. This was a cool idea with the pawn play in the center by black. Guys, I'm streaming till just before 1 o'clock today, so I've got time for a few more challenges. Astrobate, I didn't even say welcome. Welcome, I know. We take you for granted too much. Sumaher. Astrobate, thanks for joining us. Do you ever sleep? That's the question we're all wondering. When do you sleep? How much do you sleep a day? Do you sleep more than 3 hours a day? Alright, Schieberspieler will be back. Another Caro-Kann. Did I play this against you before now? We had a game with Jim. I was messing up move orders lately. Against Jim, I played g6, knight f3. Something really bad. I'm supposed to play queen b3. We had the same variation. g6, queen b3. I did crazy moves in my simul yesterday. just playing A4 randomly against Mr. Slow and another game. I just don't know what I was doing. I'm too much in a hurry to try to avoid getting in time pressure in the opening, so I'm not paying close enough attention and starting to make very, very bad moves early on. I had like 3 games where I made ridiculous moves in the openings yesterday. Oh yeah, we had this. But this is creative. I'm not sure anyone's ever played e6 here. You're really getting into the ultra hyper modern realm now. I'm gonna try to sacrifice a pawn here. That is ultra abstract. E6 right away. We had a different game last time. Can you do this? The ultra abstract e6 and bishop g7. Oh right, that was a different game last time. So you're sacrificing a pawn. E takes d, bishop takes f6. Can you do that? Wow. I guess he can. It's kind of like a Grunfeld. So I don't think taking the pawn right away for me seems to be that clear. If I play bishop f6, queen f6, this is another interesting move. Whoa. Damn. Are you serious? Dude, that's like brilliant. Wow. I think you're actually creating brilliant new opening theory on the fly now. Yeah, no, you had knight takes f5 last game, but you had takes on e4. I totally destroyed my position in one move. I was so shocked that my whole game was falling apart that I didn't defend properly. But you still had moves after that. Now this is like a brilliant pawn sacrifice, my god. Bishop c4, pawn d5, takes on d5, and pray. Dude, that is a seriously brilliant pawn sacrifice. I mean, this kind of sacrifice happens, but usually with a much different type of move order. And he's like acting like you played this before. Damn, bishop takes d5, queen e8 check. If I don't take the pawn, then I just wasted a tempo. You know, I guess I could have played like bishop e2, pawn d5, bishop f3, rook e8 check, knight e2, for example. But now I'm losing a tempo. If knight d5, I guess we have to try this. Chess. Durian defense. Chess jokes. Is this sound? I don't like this. I'm losing the initiative. See, this is why chess.com is enacting new opening rules. Because of openings like this, Sumahair. You're not allowed to play this brilliantly in the opening. There's got to be a good line here for black. Dynamic rook e8 check, knight e2. Rook e8 check, knight e2, rook e2, king e2. I don't think there's anything there, but you've got to watch for sacrifices of that nature. Anything else? Bishop e6 is possible. Oh, guys, I have to remember that we host a tournament every Tuesday, so tomorrow night there's going to be a Rapid tournament for my team, Pawn and Horses team, here on lichess and Twitch. Aspie didn't get the joke. You got to get more sleep. If you're not a title player, I guess more reason not to understand. So bishop e6 it is. Okay. Knight f6 develops his pieces for him. I'm up a pawn. Black's like taking initiative here. Psycho. Aggressive. Gambitier. It kind of makes you wonder, like, why do you play the Caro-Kann with that kind of dynamic gambit style approach to the opening? It begs the question, like, are you sure you're playing the right opening for black if this is how you play the Caro-Kann? Caro-Kann players tend to play solidly, but you're like maniac gambit style. Knight f6, check, bishop f6, queen f6, bishop e6, rook e8. I could also play knight e3, theoretically. Maybe you should learn a different opening, more crazy than Caro-Kann. Talking about trying to fit the proverbial round peg in the square hole or whatever. Turning the Caro-Kann into a gambit opening seems counterintuitive. Nevertheless, you want to try to play, I mean, in all seriousness, you do want to try to play for the initiative. I admire Black's approach here. Normally I'm not a pawn grabber, but if I feel like it's a principled thing to do, I'll do it. So I said bishop e6. Pawn grab. I was looking at bishop e6. Rook e8, right? d5, and I just left it there. Jeez. I have a plan. Just don't know what it is yet. Guys, I've got to go around quarter to one. Maybe 10 minutes to 1. See, here I think you have to keep going. Rook e8. There's no half measures, no time for half measures here. This is no time to bail out. Though maybe he'll still survive. It looks like he's going to lose a pawn, have an exposed king. We have a saying in English that if you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. And Sumahara sort of didn't go all in there with rook e8. I mean, it seems like that's the move. It's taking your rook off the already threatening line. But I mean, this is serious. What do? I have to play d5, then you take. I guess there are some moves like Rook e8, d5, pawn takes pawn, and then I play d6. We have queen e5 check. The point is, eventually I'll get to a situation like knight e2 and I'm pinned and I can't castle. And I was going to castle, but I'll have to drop my knight on e2. Can you prevent me from castling? Or something like that. Something concrete. Chess is not to be joked about. During defense, I don't get it either. This is still not easy. So both pawns are hanging. This one with check. Yeah, tough win for me technically. Heavy piece ending when my extra pawn is on the king's side. Not so easy. I guess I could have taken on b7. Take on b7, then attack e6 after rook b8. I'm tied down to f2. Pretty brilliant game by black, actually. Lost the initiative again. Damn. Heavy piece endgames are really tough to win with a 3 against 2 on the king's side. This is probably not enough. It's the fact that black's king is a little exposed that might be more of an advantage for me than the extra pawn. The difficult to take advantage of here. I also wonder if he could have played rook f7 last move, even though he's self-pinning. He would be allowed to double more quickly on the f file and triple on the f2 pawn. Yeah, yesterday he played a really nice game in the opening too, and had a winning position against me. But he's not as strong in endgames, and eventually lost. I think I was lost with black before 20 moves. The initiative. Chess titles are not to be joked about. Only candidate master. Yeah, I had this, I told this the other day, I had this Facebook person, Facebook friend, they call them. People that aren't really friends, but you're friends with them on Facebook. They were asking, should I display my national master title or my candidate master title or something like that. This is like setting yourself up for really bad jokes by any stronger players, obviously. Just asking for it. I think you have to pay 50 euros to be a candidate master or something like that. I guess all FIDE titles have a fee, though. There's a big difference between 1 pawn up and 2 pawns up. It looks like we've got a good chance for 2. But the chance is a chance enough. If he can win my A pawn, then I'm out of luck here. 2 pawns up should be a win. If it's no A pawn, likely a draw. But he's in trouble now. A4. Damn. I'm good at losing on time. Lost to Zen chess earlier. I don't know, I'm amazing at flagging. Still not an easy win. Maybe now it is. This isn't the greatest structure, actually, but I think I'm winning. I wouldn't normally want to destroy my own structure by giving myself an isolated pawn. So check out his opening. This is why they kicked him off of chess.com. Dude, check this out. Knight c3, g6, queen b3, e6. And when you look it up, the only people who played it were Topalov and Irvin Lamy and Tamir Nabati, who is really a great creative opening expert. And of course the wife of Lamy, who copied her husband. The c6 move is very, very new. Most people wouldn't have the understanding to play that move. I mean, you've got a database here with 1,000 games or less, and only 5 people played e6. Yet it's equal to bishop g7 according to the engine. No, that's an extremely deep move. And white has yet to win a game in 6 games. Well, I'm the first one to win. So the engine doesn't like my move. Most people played knight f3 or cd5. cd5 is the best move according to the computer. Now, I think I kind of like this. But now we can get the game we had from the other day with knight takes d5. Again, nobody... Well, no, there's some win. Somebody actually won a game with white now. This is very important for black. Most people just automatically sacrifice the pawn with bishop g7. The problem with that is that it's extremely well known. You know, I mean, e6 gives you the ability to play relatively unexplored positions that are also good. It's absolutely playable for black and looks pretty good. So what did I do? Bishop g5 immediately. I have nothing after that. Check him out. Castles! Exclamation point. And I don't know. You know, I almost regretted not playing like bishop e2 instead. After bishop e2, I think we could transpose to something. Nope. There's no transposition. Bishop c4 is best. Okay, so now he has queen e8 check. I looked at this, but I thought I had bishop e3. Wow. Knight d5, bishop d5, knight c6, knight e2, bishop g4. And black is better. No, it's good. Black has the initiative. There's no question that this line is just good for black. It's pretty impressive play by black. And almost no games to follow. It's like ingenious. Alright. But I've got challenges from 10-0 against, I love this, 2300 player. Sorry. I don't think so. Char. Well, apparently the Caro-Kann-Pana variation doesn't offer white an advantage. Black can equalize by force. But that's probably true with every opening. It looks like chess is a draw. I mean, there's almost no question, I think, at this point. There used to be that big raging debate whether the first move advantage was enough to win for white. I think that with computers it becomes very clear to me that it's 100% draw. White can't get an advantage in any opening. How would it carry over to the end of the game? You know? Absolutely 100% draw. Now all this StarCraft and Star Trek starting to fall into place. I understand. I'm gonna be streaming for another 15 minutes or so. I gotta leave early today. Accelerated Dragon. It's nice to actually get to play an opening. The last game was interesting too. Not too many people make it this far with white. The computer also no, this is a mistake, but the problem is it's kind of drawish if I go for it. A lot of people will play this with white, maybe against a higher rated player to try to get a draw, because it trades a lot of pieces. I think there was a Dubov game where he played it with white on purpose against a strong player. Yeah, I mean, this is considered to be an opening blunder. Castles, allowing knight takes e4. But it ends up being difficult for white to lose. White's supposed to play bishop e3 to avoid the piece fork. But if I was playing a low-rated player in a rated game, I mean, I might have to intentionally not play the best move here. Just to avoid a likely draw. Yeah, you never allow the fork trick in the Vienna. I mean, that's just a known mistake. Masters would never allow that with white. Same thing. It's a good example. It's just a draw, or very drawish line. So he has a couple ways to approach this, I guess. But pretty much, bishop takes d5 is not good. Like, you don't really want to give up your bishop. Bishops are stronger than knights in general, and that's definitely the case in an open position. So this is a apparent mistake. I won't go as far as to call it a blunder. Knight c3. The normal line is knight takes c6, b takes c, bishop d3, d takes c4, bishop takes c4. I think maybe I was confusing the position. with a different line. With the Dubov. The Dubov game was different. Something was different somehow. Now what do I do? Knight d4, bishop d4. D takes c4. Or do I play d takes c4, knight takes c6, b takes c6? Difficult choice. Here I'm not giving up my bishop. Going to try to keep my pawns. Try to keep my extra pawn. Even if I can't keep my extra pawn, black is still slightly better because of the bishop pair. Chess Guy rating with a party of 68. Chess Guy, thank you very much. Chess Guy people. So what are Chess Guy's viewers called? Chess Guys? Chess people. The Chess Guys. Chess Guys, welcome. Chess Guys, I just very kindly thank Chess Guy for the raid. Unfortunately, I have to finish my stream in 15 minutes. But you can continue to watch my friend Schieberspieler after this. Schieberspieler, I'm going to quit in about 10 minutes. 10 to 12 minutes. I've got to be somewhere, so we will pass the raid on to you. Appreciate everybody watching. Chess Guy is a cool streamer. He, like myself, trying to approach the stream seriously and help people improve. What's up, Morales? You have the appointment. The appointment. No, I have a lesson. I don't normally have lessons at this time, but I'm pretty busy, so I had to incorporate some new times into my lesson schedule. Mostly I do private lessons. Streaming is like an extra thing for me, not my primary source of employment. All right, queen d2, sorry, bishop d2. Queen's a little awkward. I don't like that pin of discovery. Mirales, welcome back. Good game yesterday in the Simul, one of the better games. I was tilted all day yesterday. Alright, next time we'll do better. At least I guessed 10 of my opponents. It's like my all-time record. Play this game where I try to guess who my opponents are for my simuls. Here's an interesting move. Don't want to lose my A-pawn. I could go back to A5. Is there another way to play that from there? Yes. Potentially. Rook B8. Rook B8 actually looks decent. Because if I can take on B2, I'll destroy his structure. I guess the other rook might have made even more sense, possibly. It's such an unusual move, boxing my A rook in. But I should consider both here. Of course, he can't move his B pawn. The knight will fall. So this is decent. You blundered your queen. I didn't get to check the games. My play was really below par yesterday. Primarily trying to play too fast. The guessing game is fun, but I don't think it's ideal. Rook b7 looks ridiculous. Alright, if he plays like bishop d2 again, I don't think he has any strong discoveries. I mean, I might be able to just play rook d8 or something. But white's really hanging on, not making any stupid moves. Welcome guys to the stream. International Master William Pascal, please join our Pawn and Horses Club. Our team here, we host a tournament every Tuesday night. If you'd like to come back, I'm streaming tomorrow night at 6:30. We'll be hosting a rapid tournament. It's a Swiss 7-round rapid tournament. Pawn to Swiss Blitz, I think 18th edition. Tomorrow night at 6:30 CET. Thanks to Chess Guy for the raid. I'm gonna raid Schieber Spieler, our neighborhood Hungarian chess streamer here. I'm gonna leave you all for today in about 5 to 7 minutes. Don't think I'm gonna have time for another game. Alright, we should be able to finish this one. White's patience is notable. Alright, I have no passed pawn. It's hard to convert. My bishop isn't all that great. This bishop pair, it's hard to do anything with it. It's actually quite a technical position for black. Bishop d5 is interesting. He was trying to set up bishop f4, it looks like. Skewer my rook and queen. Raid! Raid, it sounds so violent, you know, the raid concept. Alright. We're out of here soon. Thanks guys for the support yesterday. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the stream. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do the Monday streams a little earlier like today. Mostly we're streaming in the mornings from 11. Mondays earlier now. Alright, it's time to go. I mean, with this pawn. White's played great positionally. Very patient. Sorry for scrolling. Super solid play. This is like a nightmare opponent for this rating level and this type of position. They're just like happy to do nothing. Most people aren't good at doing nothing. It's a lost art. Check out Queen f2. Queen f2 is a seriously great move. Wow. He's just like genius. Attacking a7, threatening bishop b6 ideas. This move is dubious. Like his first dubious move since the opening. f4. I feel like that's a mistake. He's kind of helping my kingside majority to gain strength. And there were other ways I could play this position. I could have pushed. I think he was hoping for a blockade style thing. This way it's not as easy for him to blockade. I've got like g5, f4. Back to the blockade strategy. Yep. Tremendous defense by white, honestly, for the rating. Oh, he could have taken my rooks, and he didn't do it. The end game. I think this end game is winning. But I could be wrong. You know, maybe I can't break through here. That would be tragic if I can't win. I think it can be done. It's going to take good technique. I have two distinct advantages. I had bishop c2 and I missed it. I forgot his knight had no squares. That's it. No way he can survive. I don't believe so. He's out of moves. Has to be winning for black. Guys, I'm out of here. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to Chess Guy for the raid. Nice defense though by white there. KG tried his last trick. He's got a lot of tricks, but it's not enough. Even A4 is a nice trick. He's only a tempo away or something. King B5, King A6, King A7. Maybe A5 is the best chance. I don't know. I should go the other way with my king here. King D3 and walk toward his pawns. Doesn't matter, I guess. We are winning. Anyway, guys, great. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow night with a team tournament. Not a team tournament, but a tournament for our team. We've got a rapid Swiss tournament. I will see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for the support. Appreciate subscribing and any donations. Thanks, Chess Guy. Sheba Spieler, we're going to raid you next. So hopefully you're ready to go for these viewers. I'll see you guys later. Thanks everyone again. Bye-bye.